So I recently hit 500 followers on Instagram, and before I continue, I just want to say thank you all so much for getting me to 500. None of it would have been possible without you. Hitting 500 has made me look back on both myself, my journey, and how I've gotten to this point. And one of the biggest takeaways that I have is that you don't need a lot of followers to be successful as a creator. Now, obviously, having a high following does help as a creator, but it doesn't make or break if you're successful. I mean, this is what I've been able to create. And I'm only at 500. Followers don't matter. It's about how you present yourself, your work, and putting yourself out there. The perfect example of this is my sophomore year when I decided to shoot a game for our school's boys varsity basketball team. So I shot it, posted it, and then one of the kids reached out to me asking if I had any photos of him, and I sent them. Honestly, looking back, they were kind of bad now, but that's besides the point. Kid said he liked them, posted them, and tagged me, and apparently that kid was the star receiver of our football team. So during the off season, he would do like these open field kind of things, just like training on the football field. And he asked me one day to come out and photograph him and the players he invited out. So I came out, shot for everyone, and then I posted that as well. And that was my first post to ever reach 100 likes. The amount of outreach, the amount of followers I got from there was absolutely incredible, to a level I had never seen to that point. When junior year rolled around and it was time for football season, that's when I started charging for games and people to pay for my services. And he was the first person to pay for my services. And that first game, I didn't get a lot of people, maybe only like 2, including him. And then I shot the football game, posted that, tagged everyone, sent the photos to him, and he posted them, tagged me. And then people saw that, they reached out to me, asked if I had any photos of them. So I sent them a couple for free. And then everyone who asked me when I sent them to were like, yo, these are really good. Please come out to our next game. But the next game after that home game, it was like an away game, like an hour and a half away. And as much as I love my job, I am not going that far. So I told them I'm gonna announce when I'm gonna be at the next home game. And they were like, all right, bet. So next home game rolled around, announced I was gonna be taking X amount of clients, and the spots filled up like that so quickly. It was insane. It's all thanks to him, the star receiver that I worked with. Without him vouching for my work, I would not have been able to get the outreach I had through him, which went to other players, which in turn meant more clients for me, which meant more money, and which meant I grew as both a photographer and a creator. And then during the football offseason, they still held those little off-season field day kind of things. But then some of the kids asked me if I'd come to their 7-on-7 tournaments for football, and I was able to make it to the last one of the season for one of the players. So he paid me to have him come out. Actually got another kid to pay for me as well. And when I got there, I actually got another client, a dad of one of the receivers, asked if I could photograph for his kid. So right there, already 3 clients. So I went there, shot everything. The other kid also asked me for photos after. I charged him for that too. And then the program that the kid played for saw my work, said it looked really great, and that he would love to have me as their photographer for whenever next season rolled around, and that, you know, he'd keep in contact with me for that. That got me possibly one of my first ever jobs as a sports photographer. And it's not just football that got me all this growth and progress as a creator. My experience in basketball was also just as essential. So I played basketball for about 9-10 years, and I made a lot of friends in that time, both in high school and AAU. So when the time came for me to pursue this full time, I had my connections from basketball for when the season rolled around. I started charging. They saw my work, they knew what I was capable of, and they paid for my services. And then AAU came around. The old program that I worked for, I decided to kind of help them out in terms of social media. So I joined their media team and then got to meet the head of the social media, really great down-to-earth guy, helped teach me a lot of things that I didn't know until now. And through just basketball, those connections that I made in my time on both high school and AAU, both in terms of teammates and coaches and the program, it helped me put my name out there. And then because of my high school and AAU experience working in them, another AAU program actually reached out to me me and asked me if I could come out to one of their training sessions, pay me to come out and everything. So I came out, shot their event, even filmed a little for them. And then they liked the work a lot, said the parents loved the work, and that he would love to have me also as like their head photographer for the program when the season came around. So that is another job opportunity right there that would not have been possible if I hadn't have put my name out there. One of the biggest factors too, as I kind of mentioned before, are my friends. So a lot of my friends are athletes both in high school and AAU. So some of my friends, one of my best friends is on the baseball team for our high school team. So one day during spring break of sophomore year, I come out to one of the games, shoot for fun. Then I post those, tag the people I know. Everyone likes it a lot. People ask for my work. I send them, they like it a lot. Post it, tag me. Same cycle as it always goes, and then season comes around. Not a lot of people in baseball ask for photos as I thought, but I still got those loyal clients that would come in every few games or so asking like, hey, can I get some photos for this game? Can I get some photos for that game? Just word of mouth from my friends that swore on my work as a photographer. It helped me get into another reach of sports that I was sort of familiar with, not as familiar as I was with basketball, but it was still very essential to me growing as a photographer and creator. And then one more that I'm really proud of for myself is shooting college games. So this year I was blessed with the opportunity to shoot for Santa Cruz University and San Jose State. Santa Cruz University for basketball and baseball, and then San Jose State for baseball. And honestly, all it took was reaching out to them. So I kind of got the idea about, for basketball, towards the end of the season, it was gonna be their last home game against USF. So I reached out to the athletic director that was in charge of media for boys basketball, said, hey, my name is Josh. I am a aspiring sports photographer and I'd really love to shoot this final home game for the season. Sent him my work. And at first, he did not get back to me. So I sent another email, didn't happen. So I sent again and again and again until finally, on like the fourth email, he got back to me and he said, yes, that would be great. Would you be willing to share the photos with us? Said, yes, I'd be more than willing to share the photos with you. Where can I pick up my credential? No response. And I kept reaching out to him until the day of the game, still no response. So I just told myself, you know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna go try to see if he has a credential for me. If not, worst case, they just kick me out. So I went to the game, tried to pick up a credential, didn't have one for me, went through this entire process. Long story short, they let me in without one. I was able to find the athletic director, talk to him, go through a simple guideline with him, where to shoot, where not to shoot. And then from there, I got to shoot the game, had a lot of fun, shot like 4,000 photos, which was insane. Because I got to shoot for Santa Cruz University's basketball team, when I reached out for baseball, I could add, I worked with this athletic director for a basketball game. That in turn would be like, oh, so he's worked for us. Okay, maybe he's more willing to have me work in baseball. The baseball athletic director got back to me a lot quicker. Thank you so much for that. And he said, pick up your credential at will call and then come up to the press booth where I can give you a quick rundown of where to shoot, where not to shoot, basic guidelines, stuff like that. And then I got there, got my credential, went to the game, had a lot of fun, shot like 3,500 photos from that one, posted them, had a lot of fun. And then actually, one part I forgot to add, some of the Santa Clara athletes reposted my stuff. And so I reached out to them saying, thank you so much for posting my stuff. They said, no problem. The flicks are really good. Some of them actually started following me because of it. And I'm like, wow, which was freaking amazing. And you know, having college athletes, D1 college athletes follow me is actually like super cool. And then I got to shoot for Santa Clara again, be like, hey, it's me. I shot this game to the athletic director. And then he let me in, get a credential, went through the same process, shot it, had a lot of fun. And then towards the end of the college baseball season, I reached out to San Jose State for their last little home stretch of the season. I actually had a lot of fun. It was actually at the San Jose Giants Stadium. That's where San Jose State has their games. So went out, shot like 3,000 photos, posted, tagged everyone. They saw my work, reposted it, and I got a lot more outreach because of that. All it took was putting myself out there, contacting the athletic directors for those universities saying, hey, my name is Josh. I'm an aspiring sports photographer. This is my work. I would be grateful if you gave me a credential to photograph this game. And they did. And if I hadn't reached out, I would not have had the opportunities I have now. While followers are important, I have not gotten as far as I have through just my Instagram followers. I gotten as far as I have through hard work, putting myself out there, and showing people what I am capable of. Having a large presence on social media is important, but it means nothing if you don't put in the work and effort it takes to become better as a creator. Even something as simple as introducing yourself to someone saying, hey, I like your outfit, or hey, can I shoot this game for you? Can I come out get a media pass for this game? Something as simple as just reaching out is all it takes for you to maybe get a job opportunity, get a consistent client, get word of mouth to other people, which in turn brings in more money for you. The smallest thing can pay off huge dividends for you. All it takes is putting yourself out there. I think that's it for my little rant here. Thank you so much for watching this video and watching it all the way through. If you're not subscribed already to the channel, please do so. Like the video. Stay on watch for the next video. It's going to be coming pretty soon. We just have to get that planned out and everything. But until then, I'll see you guys in the next video. Love.